What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we are talking Meli on the gold dungeon and whether or not it's going to be actually worth using them farming the gold with just, Meli alone versus running a standard gold farming team, guys, on a higher difficulty of gold dungeon. I actually wanted to test this out, guys, since we did our last video talking about Meli's, farming strategy, and I had a few people comment like, oh, amazing, like, it would be cool to know whether or not it's actually worth running Meli. And so what I think is going to be the idea here, guys, is we have a gold dungeon here where, because gold dungeon always drops gold, it doesn't drop anything else but gold itself, meaning there's no rarity to the amount of gold or to the actual gold amount you get, right? Versus like other things here, like if we're talking evolution dungeon, right, the hardest difficulty gets you 6-star books, but if you were to go to one of the lower difficulties, you would only get 4-star books. So you could see there that you're not going to get too much value out of like these other stages versus maybe gold dungeon where you're just getting gold. Again, there's no rarity for gold, so is gold going to be worthwhile with Meli? And so I was like, okay, let's actually test a run here where I do Meli farming the second stage of gold dungeon, because that's the highest difficulty that I was able to get a insta one-shot that was attainable with Meli's attack that I have, versus a team that's normally farming the hardest difficulty of gold dungeon to see whether or not you're getting that much more gold doing just standard farming versus running Meli on the second difficulty. So I wanted to do the full testing here, guys, and I actually did pre-record the testing, and we'll show you guys the results in this video. But before we actually hop into the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as we are on the road to that 50,000 subscribers. And yeah, guys, we recently hit that 48k, grinding to that 49k, man. We're only about 300 subs away, so I would definitely appreciate if you guys hit that like button and sub. Now with that out of the way, guys, let's hop in and let's go to the clip here. Alright, so let me remove my face cam here because we do have the clip recorded. This is the clip that I did. It was about 10 minutes long, guys, and what I did was I timed pretty much both of them together for about 10 minutes on the gold dungeon. So the left side is my JP free-to-play account with Meli, and we're on the second stage of the actual gold dungeon, whereas the account on the right is going to be my main account on my global account, and we're doing the 6th floor of the gold dungeon, right? So we have a standard meta, like, farming team here with LR Margaret, Sobnok, Chad King, and Danafor Liz backline with the I think it's the fairy artifact card set as well, versus a standard just Meli alone team on the second floor of gold dungeon. Now I'm gonna ask you guys right now, comment down below what team you think is gonna get more gold in 10 minutes, guys. Is it gonna be the standard farming team at the 6th floor of gold dungeon, or is it gonna be the second floor right there? So we're gonna walk through together, and what I'll do is I'll let the video play and we'll just kind of talk about where I kind of found my results and what kind of happened as we went through the run. So we're just gonna let it rock right there, guys. I tried to start it again at around the exact same time. It's really hard to do it though when you have like 2 accounts at the same time, because you have to click one and then click the other. But yeah, no, so I gave a little bit of leeway to my main account right there to actually let it go first, because I was thinking, okay, Meli is gonna be super absurdly quick, so I don't know how much like it'll actually outweigh it, but I did let Meli go second there. But as you guys can see, man, Meli on this second stage of gold dungeon is going to be clearing very, very quickly. And you guys see right there on my main account right there, there is some min-maxing I can do with my Margaret to be able to insta one-shot that phase with that one card. So, there is still some improvement on that side of the fight. Already, though, we have already gotten, what is that, like 30 something K gold right there, guys. 9K, that's 18K, plus 15K, that's around like 38K gold, right? And in a run that we've already done already, right? Versus the my main account, which I haven't even cleared a run yet. This is kind of insane, right? But once you guys see the amount of gold we do get from a clear on the main gold dungeon with like the 6th floor, you'll see the main difference with these two farming strategies, guys. So right there, Meli is about to finish off. Boom, we do get, so pretty much 2 runs of Meli is equal to 1 run of my main account from the looks of it, right? You can see we're already done the second round right there, and we get about, what is that, like like 27? No, not even 27. That's like 26K gold or something like that. Nothing crazy, right? And then right here, guys, I'll pause the video as the main account gets the rewards here. But as you guys will see, I mean, look how much gold that is, guys. That's already 120k gold right there. So you can see the main difference here with Meli on the stage 2 versus just, you know, normally farming on your hardest difficulty gold dungeon. The main difference here that you guys are going to see is that the gold dungeon gives a lot more gold on that hardest difficulty. So to be expected though, right? You're doing the hardest difficulty, you're getting a ton of gold. But the thing is though, and the thing that I actually see as value in running Meli is you do not need a super crazy team like this that I have set up, right? There is definitely value for like a newer player, let's say, to be able to run this and just have Meli on the second stage and just kept it, you know, on auto repeat. So what we'll do, guys, we'll kind of skip through the run now. So now you guys kind of got an idea of like how much you get per run. So we're just gonna skip through the whole video here, and we'll come over to the end where we get the final results. So yeah, I think it's around after this run right here. So I think I paused for Meli here. So we do finish, and you guys will see the total amount of gold we're gonna get is gonna be, and that was in 18 runs in 10 minutes, by the way, guys. One stamina pot, 18 runs, 541,000 gold right there, and that only took me about 10 minutes, right? 500k gold every 10 minutes, I think is really good, actually, by the way. Not bad at all, and especially for a character where you just run Meli with just an attack crit damage UR gear set, guys. Nothing crazy. You don't have like a full team of characters. You just run Meli and you're guaranteed getting this. I think that is really good. Now, hopping into the main account here. So the main account I actually let finish this run just to be fair. So I let the main account finish the run, and we actually go to the amount we get, and you guys will see here that the total is going to be pretty substantial in terms of the difference here. So yeah, we do pause it, and you guys will see, boom. So the main difference here, guys, is that we spent more stamina doing the hardest difficulty, right? Which makes sense. We're getting more gold. You can see 1.3 million gold right there for only 8 runs in about 10 minutes, give or take. Right, about 10 minutes around that, a little bit more than 10 minutes actually, because I let this one get extra, you know, clear right there, because Meli was just going so fast. I let them get I let them pretty much finish their run. But yeah, I mean, give or take about like 10, 11 minutes, and you're getting 1.3 million gold. That is insane. Right, so pretty much the TLDR at the end of the video here, guys, that you need to understand is that if you're already an established Grand Cross player and you already have a really good farming team, if you're already running a team like this on farming, then you do not need to even think about Meli farming on gold. You don't need to, because at the end of the day, you're going to be getting more gold running a team like this. Now, on the flip side, though, if you're a brand new player playing Grand Cross and you're someone that hasn't even really done too much, like, you know, harder difficulties of the gold dungeon, you now have the option to be able to get a character that insta-kills all the fight and a guaranteed exact amount of time too, right? Because remember that Meli is consistently one-banging every single phase. So that means the amount of time that Meli is clearing is very consistent. Whereas with my main account here, depending on the card RNG I get, sometimes I might be screwed. Sometimes I only get Margaret cards. Sometimes I only get, you know, Margaret buff cards, whatever the case, right? Like, sometimes you could maybe just get absolutely scammed. So you have to also bear that in mind, guys, right? But I think that this is a really good, you know, strategy for any new players playing Grand Cross that want to farm gold. Because again, at the end of the day, the amount of stamina that you're taking is probably about the same, right? Because we did 18 runs right there, only 1 stamina pot used, whereas we do what is that, 8 runs right there of 8 times. Okay, so let's actually calc. You know, I'll whip out the calculator real quick, guys. Here we go. So let's whip out the calculator. So it's 30 times 8 because we did 8 runs, so that's 240 stamina, and we did 10 times here, so 10 times 18, right? So 180 stamina right there, right? Because this is the second difficulty versus the 30 stamina difficulty. So overall, right, if we're actually looking at the calcs here, guys, we are getting either in 180 stamina, you're getting 540k gold, or in 240 stamina, which would be on the hardest difficulty, you are getting, what is it, 1.3 million gold, right? Yeah, so about 1.3 million gold. So again, this is not going to be something that if you're a long-term player, you really need to think about, guys. If you're a new player, this is great because this gives you the option to be able to have consistent farm and at very little investment, right? The investment amount to get this team going is just having Meli, like literally just owning the unit. you're good to go, right? So once you own Meli, you are fine and are able to run the farming team for Meli. And even though the gold is not, not the same amount, it is going to be a little bit more stamina at the end of the day, because even though we use 2 stamina pots here, the amount of gold we're getting per stamina is more efficient on the standard farming team. You guys know, right? Like, it makes sense. If we look at the calculator again, this was in 18 runs, it's 180 stamina. 30 times 8 runs though, 240 stamina, a little bit more, but again guys, you're getting way more gold. So stamina efficiency, it is a lot better farming the hardest difficulty. But again, if you're someone that's more of a newer player, you got a lot of stamina pots, you summoned on the banner, and you want a consistent clear farming team, Meli, in my opinion, is not a bad idea. I think it's actually a very good option if you guys do want to get your gold up. So there you guys go, man. That is going to be the video right there, guys, and the results on Meli gold farming. Is it actually worth it? So at the end of the day, is it going to be worth it for the grand scheme of things, guys? For like the majority of players that are playing Grand Cross on a regular basis, probably not. If you're a more newer player though, and you just kind of need gold really quickly, then yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good option. Again, it's very low investment versus my team right here, where I'm running attack crit damage Margaret UR gear, attack crit damage Sobnok, attack crit damage Chad King right there. Again, it's about the difference in investment, guys. If you have a really high invested farming team, it's gonna be way better than Meli. But if you don't have much resources to invest in a lot of your characters, maybe only investing in Meli still lets you farm a pretty good chunk of gold at the end of the day. So that's where I'm gonna leave it at, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you guys think is going to be the better team overall for your gold farming? Again, I mean, if you're a newer player, I think this stage is actually not bad to farm. If you're a more late game player, stick to doing your 6th floor of the gold dungeon. So that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and we'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.